This is UFC 5, a game where you use your hands, feet, arms, legs, toes, and fingers to completely dehumanize your opponent in any way you please. Damn. But what if we took away the biggest weapon of a fighter's arsenal? Their hands and arms. Well, sorta. What I mean when I say without the use of hands and arms is I will not be able to throw any punches. Now, there are some caveats, I'm gonna have to be able to defend takedowns, so I'm gonna have to be able to use my arms and hands there. And of course for blocking, because I'm not a head movement god, so I can't do that shit. So those are the two things that my hands are gonna be used for: blocking and defending takedowns, and if I get taken down, to get back up on my feet as fast as possible. I will be attempting to become world champion in career mode, and of course, I'm gonna do it in the most stacked division, the lightweight division. So, let's create our character. Obviously kickboxer. So here is our future champ. Codename Swanky Daddy, nickname Big Daddy, Instagram handle @Daddy. Hometown Le Roche-Chillon, France. Age 45 years old. Height 5'9". Weight 146-pound lightweight. I'm a southpaw, and this is what my voice sounds like.
Yo, this is the voice for you, B.
Now, originally, I was gonna try to make Goku, but I just gave up after the hair. I'm not doing all this shit. That's good enough. Now, it's time to get tatted up. First and foremost, we have the BBC tat. Don't mind the lopsided balls. We're gonna print a fierce warning to all our opponents right on our chest. Something I get a lot of in my life right here. A quick tramp stamp, and of course my ex's face. I gave him the best stance in the game. I put the game on hard difficulty, and now Daddy is ready to fire on all cylinders. The first fight of the entire game is scripted. It's actually impossible to lose this fight. If you try to lose this fight, the AI just takes over your character, like it takes over your controller and forces you to win. After my amazing knockout, Dana White somehow saw it and was like, oh yeah, this guy, Big Daddy, he's up next. He invited me to contend on his TV show called Dana White's Contender Series. Now, before I jumped into this fight, I upgraded my stats. Literally the only thing that I can upgrade. As for my opponent, it's a very well-known, very real guy named Ralph Herman. You don't know, but this guy was a killer back in the day. I did a little bit of sparring, and I fucked up my leg, so I got a little mad, and I decided to turn sparring into murder. Now, backstage before my real fight, the baddies, the Huzz, were trying to distract me from my ultimate goal. So I had to enter Sigma mode, brush off all the baddies, and get straight to work. The stage was set, Herb Dean gave us the green light, and immediately, my trusty roundhouse kick to the head landed, and it didn't do anything. I kept alternating between body and head kick with a few knees thrown in, and then this guy hit me with a taste of my own fucking medicine, and I didn't like it. Overall, though, I'd say that this guy, Ralph Herman, he must have an IQ of literally fucking 3. Because, I mean, he was just leaning into my head kick every single time. And this is with the game on hard difficulty, keep in mind, right? It's not on fucking rookie. It's on hard, okay? And he just kept fucking leaning straight into my fucking shin. So, of course, I exploited his non-functioning brain, and as the round was coming to a close, I gave him some of that shin-induced Z-Quill. Let's go! And on that day, a star was born. Back to the locker room, the Huzz were waiting for me. I showed her who Daddy was, and it was time for my first real UFC appearance. Now typically, your first opponent is made up, just like that Ralph guy. They don't exist. But for me, my first opponent was fucking Ali Quinta, who was like a literal belt contender back in the day, which took me by surprise. I could defy the Quinta? What? But it makes no difference to Daddy, okay? And we're gonna get to work. Now, in preparation for this fight, of course, we're gonna do a little bit of Daddy's favorite, called light sparring. You don't get to train with the best for free. And so, my UFC debut against Raging Ali Quinta. Yeah, fuck no. That's not gonna fucking happen. Like I was saying. And so, my UFC debut against Raging Ali Quinta. Big Daddy never touches gloves with the opponent, because that shows weakness. Halfway through, Daddy lands a beautiful head kick which cuts him right open, and somehow Aquinta stuns me with this sorry-ass, weak-ass fucking little baby punch. And then he did it again about a minute later. Nothing else really went down this round, other than me. Round 1 was all Aquinta. Round 2, instantly. Another nasty head kick, which busts him right open again. Pair this with a nasty hook kick, and at this point, his blood was all over the fucking arena. 2 minutes in, and the doctor says, alright, I need to step in. I gotta take a look. But ultimately, he determines that he's alright. But then I hit him with a flurry of absolutely demonic kicks. And the doctor decides, you know what? I've seen enough. After that close fight with the old can, the team and I decided it's time to expand our arsenal. The oblique leg kick. Now it may not seem like much, but this weapon, along with another one that we'll get to later on, is one of our best weapons. Why, you ask? Well, you see, without the ability to jab or straight, I have no way of chip damage, or I guess you could say no way of point fighting. And you can't spam traditional leg kicks either because they can just get checked and you'll just end up fucking yourself. But the oblique leg kick, you see this, it can't be checked, only dodged. So essentially what this means is that I can just spam this whenever I want without risk of injury. Now my next victim was another made up guy, and because he's not real, and he's fake, and he's a loser, I don't really want to talk about it. It was honestly pretty boring anyways, but when I finally did kick his head off, Herb Dean's big ass dreads just got in the way of the KO anyways, so that's great. Thanks Herb, we fucking love you. Daddy's next fight was against Diet Ryan Garcia, and so far, he is the only fighter to have made it to the 3rd round. And as for his KO, as for his execution, just take a look at it. It's a work of art. With an absolute destruction of Ryan Garcia, okay, buddy. With an absolute destruction of Ryan Garcia, Dana had no choice but to give Daddy his first ranked opponent, Jalen 6'3" lightweight Turner. Within the first 15 seconds, Jalen thought it would be a good idea to bust my fucking face open. Oh my god. But even while on wobbly legs, Daddy still managed to land a nasty head kick. And for the rest of the round, I sort of just chipped at the legs, chipped at the body, and then this fucking guy thought it would be cool to WWE slam my ass. But right as the round was ending... yeah, I feel like the ref needs to stop the fight if this happens. Like, he literally hit the Michael Jackson and he looked like he died. Like mid-fall, he just died. And in the 3rd round, he did die. Now, I'm no referee, but this strike may or may not have been an illegal strike to the back of the head. You know, just maybe, I'm not sure. And with that victory, Daddy was now officially in the rankings, and I was now able to get my second weapon of pure destruction, the side lead leg kick. And just like the oblique leg kick, it cannot be checked. My next bout was against Money Moicano, and it was apparent that he didn't want to fuck with me, because as you can see, he took a dive. Like, my foot didn't even touch his chin, and he fell over and died anyways. Now here's where things get a little funky, right? You would think that after destroying 2 ranked opponents by vicious KO, with a 6-fight win streak, with no signs of weakness, you know, maybe they'd give me like a number 3, number 4 ranked contender. Alright, I better get like Gaethje. Can I please fight Gaethje? That would be great. Nah, they gave me fucking Patty Pimlet, so I was like, hell nah. And then they gave me fucking RDA. And I think I said it best here. Why am I fighting down in the rankings if I'm undefeated and number 10? 41-year-old senior citizen RDA versus 47-year-old Daddy. The fight of the century. Who will win? Finally, Dana came to his senses, and they offered me this fight. And I cannot express how excited I was. One of my favorite fighters in the UFC in real life, and the only person that Daddy will touch gloves with. But unfortunately, that is where Daddy's sympathies end. Vicious kick after vicious kick, and Charlie Olives had no choice but to clinch up with me and attempt takedowns. And Charles, he did more Charles things. Get up, get up. And then in the 2nd round, oh, damn. Daddy head kicked him while he was trying to do a flying knee or something, and he just passed away midair. Now once again, let's take a look at the flawed ranking system of this game. So I was number 8, I beat number 2, and now I'm number 6. That's epic. Not to mention that Charles is fucking ranked above me after I completely slept his ass. Nonetheless, I knew that if I beat Armand, then they cannot deny me my title shot. And that's exactly what I did. Nasty 2-piece head kick combo. Boom! Sent poor Armand to the land of the Z's. Now here's where things get even funkier.
Give me the damn title shot, boy.
How did this guy get the belt? What? Tell me how Charles fucking Oliveira is the champ. That would have meant that he would have had to get a title shot off of a KO loss from me. You know what? After a tense build-up, Daddy's time to truly show everyone the monster that he was. That time had finally come.
Champion here tonight. That remains championship opportunity.
Ooh! Oh fuck. I don't know how to do this shit. No! No way! Oh my god.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job.
Oh! So a good series of kicks by him there. Now another one lands there.
Beautiful leverage hand.
Really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection.
Land, and he has landed it effectively.
Not a fucking...
Beautiful submission.
Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks
No way. I'm just gonna spam it.
Oh, this is tight.
Yeah, Daddy got dominated. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm not even mad. You know, in honor of his win this weekend at UFC 309, I'm okay with losing. If it was anybody else, I probably would have continued to try to fight and get the belt again. But honestly, I'm okay with giving Charlie Olives a win. Thanks for watching. Adios. I'll see you next time, Poppy.